Our first ground cherry of the season. Okay, let's get Ben's reaction. Yeah.
Sweet and weirdly savory. I love it.
I always think it tastes kind of like caramel.
A little bit, yeah, I can see that. Well, we just harvested the last of our cauliflower, and we decided to pickle it as a means of long-term storage. Now, I've only ever done pressure canning before. However, according to USDA guidelines, when the acidity of whatever you're canning is between 3.0 and 4.6 on the pH scale, a hot water bath method is recommended. Botulinum spores are difficult to destroy at boiling water temperatures unless the acidity of whatever you're canning is high enough to facilitate it or block the development of the spores altogether. The main benefit of hot water bath canning is that it's considerably faster than pressure canning and therefore requires less fuel. A secondary benefit is that the equipment required is considerably cheaper. Instead of an expensive pressure apparatus, you simply need a tall pot and a wire basket to lower the jars in. First, you're going to want to make sure you have enough water to fill the pot, so you want to lower the jars into the pot and fill it up until they have at least 1 inch of water coverage. Next thing you want to do is heat it up to about 180 degrees. I can check it, or show myself checking it for the viewers out in video land. Okay, yeah, that's the right temperature, and lower them in there. I'm going to cover this up, turn the heat on full, and wait for it to come to a boil. Once the water has been boiling for about 10 minutes, I'll be able to turn off the heat and let it cool, and the jars should be fully canned. You don't have to watch for that. I'm probably going to turn the camera off. Seriously, I'm just going to turn the camera off.
So it's time to harvest the onions. They're all kind of falling over and turning yellow. So I'm just going to be pulling them out, and we're going to take them back to the cabin to cure. So here's our onion harvest. This whole bag is filled to the brim. I'd say this is an average size. Some of them are larger. I'd say there's at least 3 dozen onions in there. This is what the bed looks like afterward. I'm going to leave the clover in there. I'm not sure if I'm going to get another harvest out of this bed. I can leave the clover and let it continue to feed the microbes over winter. Even if I planted some radishes in here, I would still probably just leave this clover in here. But I pulled out a bunch of other weeds. Kind of gets away from you when you're busy. The rest of the garden bed's looking really good. Ben is over there harvesting some squash.
Cucumber.
Oh, cucumbers. Never mind. Yeah, one of our squash plants figured out how to trellis. It's a delicata, which is fun because those are one of our favorites. And it looks like the sunflower is pretty much ready to harvest. The corn is coming along. So this is just popcorn. We've grown it. I think this is our 3rd year growing it. And here's Ben's little harvest basket. Some of these squash are too big, but we will use them for probably zucchini bread.
Want to get the tomatoes that are reddening?
Oh, is there?
Yeah, a few.
Looks like our tomatoes are starting to turn colors. Sweet! This kale, this was supposed to be a broccoli, and it ended up being a kale. There's red lettuce growing right here.
Bolting, right through it.
Well, the whole thing is bolting.
Yeah.
So I guess kale looks like broccoli when it bolts. Either that or this is broccoli, but it just grew really weird. I guess I'll have to look that up. And we haven't done anything with it, and it's probably bitter by now because it's putting out seeds. Oh no! Oh, there we go.
Got it.
And then you just pop these flowers off.
And then roast and salt them, and we'll have a delightful snack.
So yeah, this would probably have been twice or three times as large if it grew to the full size, but I mean, that's enough to take to a ball game. We don't go to ball games, but
It's a hockey game.
if we did. Oh yeah, hockey games. Uh-oh, a little bit of damage right there.
There too.
Most of them look good.
Yeah, we'll do what we can with it.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, let's check the strawberries.
You have so many mosquitoes on your chin. We have all the onions on the porch, and we're going to be layering them on this trellis to get them to cure. You can twist this around that to like anchor it. Yeah, that'll work.
Stop.
Stay. So there was a big thunderstorm that came through, and it soaked everything, and we waited like 3 days and they're still wet. So I really hope that these guys dry out fast enough so that they don't mold. We'll be keeping an eye on them every day. Worst case scenario, we'll just have to make a bunch of French onion soup and can it.
Yum yum.
Yeah, no problem with that. Sounds pretty tasty. Either that or some onion jam. But I would like to have fresh onion to eat throughout the winter. That's the goal. I lost count, but it's definitely over 30. I think it's probably closer to 50 onions. So yeah, this is exciting. Lots of onion dishes in our future. Right, Ben?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
About 56.
Oh, you just counted?
Give or take.
Oh, sweet. So we had close to 60. Holy cow.